My name is Stephen Kidley. I work as principal optometrist within Chute Opticians. We have an ethos within the practice that everybody has a fundamental right to sight, and as a consequence of that, we offer a domiciliary eye care service and have done for all of the years that the practice has been in existence. The simple reason being, we feel that if the practice is now out with the scope of people being able to visit through ill health, then we should be able to take the practice to these individuals. So we have portable equipment to try and service every possible eventuality. We are essentially trying to do a like-for-like sight test. We offer our domiciliary service up to 3 days a week. We do actually have quite an awful lot of our patients across both practices involved in the domiciliary provision. It's a service that's not just essential for us as an independent, but it's a service that really is essential for people right across Scotland. I think domiciliary is the best area of optics to work in, and I might be biased in saying that, but you are genuinely going out and making a difference in patients' lives. You very often will be the only person, talking to patients on a daily basis when you're doing a domiciliary sight test. It's great to have that personal engagement. It's great to have a little bit of chat and banter, if you like, with the patients that you're seeing. Very often you find the reward coming from just finding a change in the prescription that's improving this person's vision substantially enough to allow them to then not have a quality of life impact. I also like the fact that no two tests are the same and no two scenarios are the same. So you're never going to get bored in a domiciliary setting. Every patient's unique. Every patient brings their own unique circumstances, difficulties, and I think it's a challenging area as well. You have to think outside the box quite regularly. You have to do things a little bit differently from how you do in practice. It's magic. I love it. I would absolutely advocate every optom working in this field. Within a Scottish context, the vast majority of the population live across the Central Belt, and so consequently they are very close to optical provision, but there are a lot of areas within Scotland that have geographical difficulties and rural restrictions. I would love there to be an infinite pot of money available to practices through the Scottish Government's funding. I think the Scottish Government has been really good in terms of dialogue with our industry. We have generous optical fees provided at the moment for standard sight test and also for domiciliary care. But if you're asking me as a practitioner, I feel that there's a lot of value attached to these fees. And I think sometimes we are maybe doing an awful lot more work than the fee would maybe suggest. I think domiciliary provision should truthfully be something that every practice should consider, irrespective of what your background is. You will have a scenario very often where you've had a patient who's been attending year upon year upon year upon year, sometimes for decades, and all of a sudden, because of changes in their circumstances or general health and well-being, they can't come to you. Why would you not then offer the service to go to them?